Welcome to Witches and Yoga Pants, your cozy corner of the cosmos where modern magic meets everyday life. We're here to explore magic, mindfulness, and personal growth with a grounded, no-fluff vibe. Whether you're into moon rituals, tarot spreads, or just trying to survive Mercury retrograde, you are in the right place. So get ready to disrupt some old patterns, explore what it means to reclaim your power, and remember who you really are. So pull up your yoga mat, light a candle, and let's get into it. Hey there, welcome back to Witches and Yoga Pants. This is episode 3, and honestly, it feels kind of special because 3 has always been my number. For as long as I can remember, 3 has just been my number. It's shown up in so many chapters of my life, from having 3 children to 3 major turning points that completely reshaped who I am. Even the house I live in now has an address that reduces down to 3. It's not something I try to plan or force. I don't go out of my way to make everything line up in 3s or even multiples of 3s, but when it does, I notice. And I smile, because it feels like a quiet nod from the universe. At the same time, I do stay open. While 3 has always been a guiding thread for me, I deeply value the guidance of all numbers. Each one carries its own wisdom, and I like keeping my heart and mind open to whatever number energy wants to show up next. Here's the wild part. Years later, I discover that my life path number is actually a 3. Mind blown. So what does that even mean? What is numerology? Let's start at the beginning. Numerology is an ancient system of understanding the energetic frequency of numbers. Its modern form comes largely from Pythagoras, an ancient Greek mathematician and philosopher who believed that numbers carry spiritual significance and they shape our lives. It's been used for thousands of years across many cultures as a way to understand personality, purpose, and even the cycles of our lives. Think of it like astrology's cousin. While astrology maps the stars, numerology maps your soul through numbers. So, how do you calculate your life path number? Your life path number is like your core energetic blueprint. It's calculated using your full birth date. In numerology, your life path number is considered the single most important number in your personal chart. It's kind of like the blueprint of your soul, the central theme of who you are, and the path that you're here to walk in this lifetime. It reveals your natural strengths, challenges, and kind of experiences your spirit is drawn to. While the rest of your numerology chart adds nuance, your life path is kind of the big picture overview of your life's purpose and energetic vibe. Kind of like the sun sign in astrology, but told through numbers. So here's how you do it. You write out your birth date in numbers. For example, say March 25th, 1992 is your birthday. You would add 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 2. You add up all those digits and it comes to 31. If you get a double digit number, reduce it by adding the digits together again. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. Your life path number would be life path 4. Once you have yours, you can just type into Google or search life path number meaning and put in your number. And you'll find so many descriptions and insights on what they mean. So for me, what does life path 3 mean? Life path 3 people are creatives, the communicators, and the joy bringers. We thrive on self-expression, storytelling, art, words, and finding beauty in the world. But just like everything, it has its shadow side. And as a 3, I can get scattered and over self-critical. Learning to focus my energy and share authentically has been a big part of my path. And honestly, this podcast is part of that expression. So while we're on the topic of magical numbers, let's talk about angel numbers. Angel numbers are repeating or significant number patterns like 111, 222, or even 1234 that simply pop up everywhere on clocks, license plates, receipts, phone numbers. They're seen as messages from your guides, angels, or the universe, kind of like little energetic pings to get your attention. Each sequence carries its own symbolic meaning, and they often show up during times of transition, growth, or even just when you're in alignment. They're not about predicting the future. They're more like divine signposts, affirmations, or nudges of encouragement. When you notice them, pause and ask yourself, what was I just thinking about during that moment? Because it's often the thing that the message is tied to. So, what do you actually do when you start seeing all these number patterns everywhere? Here are a few simple ways to work with this energy. When you spot an angel number, take a breath and acknowledge it. Notice it, and with gratitude, shift your energy into a little bit more receptive state. Then check on your thoughts. Like I said earlier, check what was I thinking about when I saw this number? And then you can look up the meaning. Each number has its own energetic meaning. I'll give you an overview in just a minute, but if you're seeing these same numbers on repeat, there's definitely a deeper meaning. Over time, you'll start developing your own personal associations too. Treat it like a wink from the universe. You might say something like, "Thanks for the confirmation. I'm listening." Remember, angel numbers are meant to be uplifting and supportive and never fear-based. They're simply reminders that you're connected and guided, even when you can't see the whole path. So, what are the typical meanings of these numbers? Remember, use your intuition, and if you feel they have a different meaning for you, then you're right. So here's a quick rundown of the big ones. 1111 is seen as a powerful awakening code. It often appears when you're on the verge of spiritual expansion or stepping into a new timeline. It's like a cosmic green light saying, "You're aligned, make a wish, and go for it." 111, new beginnings, alignment, and manifesting thoughts into reality. 222 is balance, partnerships, and a reminder to trust the process. 333, divine support. Your guides are with you. No surprise that this is my number, as I count on divine support every day, not only in my own personal life, but to connect with and work with my clients. 444 is stability, foundations, and it means you're on solid ground. 555 means change is coming and to trust the transition. 666 is realignment and coming back into center. This number is not evil. It's just misunderstood. 777 is a spiritual awakening, inner wisdom, and the message to keep going. 888 is abundance, success, and things coming full circle. 999 is completion, closure, and preparing for the next chapter. So as you begin to notice these numbers, or maybe you've already been noticing, just know that this is divine support guiding you on your way. So here we are, episode 3, me living my life path 3, talking about the magic of numbers. If you've never looked up your own life path number before, go do it. It's such a fun and eye-opening place to start with numerology. And if you're seeing triple digits all around you lately, take a breath, smile, and know it's not random. Something beautiful might be aligning for you. Thanks for being here with me for episode 3. I'll see you next time. And until then, stay curious, stay magical, and keep noticing the signs.